Joshua was going to connect with a bomb.
Yeah.
And breaks his jaw in 2 places.
Yeah. And
his jaw's wired shut now. He lost teeth.
He's probably cooked. He should retire, man. That was a clear
retire?
Check. Hell yeah. That was a clear reality check, bro.
Yeah, but it's a reality check to stay in your own division or...
He was literally running. Look at some of those rounds. He was running. He was going north to south, not side to side. He was running.
Joe Rogan strongly urges Jake Paul to walk away from boxing following his brutal knockout loss to Anthony Joshua. He makes it clear that continuing down this path is extremely dangerous. Rogan explains that the damage from fights like this does not end when the match is over, but can remain with the fighter for life, affecting mental health, memory, and emotional stability. He warns that repeated trauma may lead to long-term depression and serious neurological problems. Rogan emphasizes that no amount of money, fame, or attention is worth sacrificing long-term health and overall well-being in the pursuit of success.
Brain imbalance that's going to lead you to addiction. It leads so many people to impulsive behavior. So many people become gambling addicts, drug addicts, alcoholics after their fighting career.
Yeah.
It's you could only take so much. And at a certain, like that one that he got from Joshua, ooh, you know, say if you have like a punch card, you have like so many punch that you can get in your life, which I believe you do. I believe there's a certain number. That one was like 10 punches.
Yeah.
That was like, there was a lot of concussions in that one punch.
Sure.
That was real damage. Like if someone's breaking your jaw in 2 places, the inside of your fucking head there's a lot.
Psychologist Derek Van Schaik explains that Jake Paul faced extreme danger during his fight against Anthony Joshua. The number and precision of punches Joshua landed, including a clean right-hand shot that fractured Jake's lower jaw in 2 places, could have been catastrophic. In the final moments, Jake's body language revealed intense fear and exhaustion as he began to grasp the seriousness of his situation. Cornered and vulnerable, he appeared overwhelmed, his expressions reflecting the shock of facing a level of power he had never encountered before. Van Schaik emphasizes that this degree of punishment is not only physically damaging, but can also lead to long-term psychological and neurological consequences. The fight clearly demonstrated that Jake was overmatched, and continued competition against elite boxers could place his health and safety at serious risk. Experts overwhelmingly agree, but after experiencing trauma of this magnitude, stepping away from professional boxing is the most responsible and necessary choice for his long-term well-being.
Punches he threw, and also aim a little lower to land that clean right-hand punch on the side of Jake's face, which fractured his lower jaw, still hospitalizing Jake Paul, but not actually killing him.
If Anthony Joshua won, Anthony killed this guy. Rolls-Royce, Fiat.
The variety of emotions we see in the final moments of the fight are fascinating. AJ finally corners Jake, hits him with a quick left-hand jab to the body, which lowers his guard, opening up a clean right-hand shot to the head. You can see AJ smile there when he sees Jake had fallen into his trap and knows that he's about to finish him off.
And then you just keep exploiting. Some people give up, some people get knocked out.
Jake's body language and facial expressions when he knows it's all over for him is a little sad, as he whimpers in the corner with that scared, nauseous look on his face, realizing this may be his final moment on Earth.
If I get hit with that shot, I'm screwed. I don't believe he's gonna hit me with those shots.
You gonna hit him with that?
100%, and land that right hand that he says is my only weapon.
If you look at Jake's eyes and face, he's pleading for mercy to AJ, as if he's a child. Please don't do this.
Some people get knocked out.
It's actually quite surreal that the moment many of us were concerned what happened to Jake actually happened in real life.
If Jake Paul is left, up against the ropes with Anthony Joshua, unloading on him, could be the end for him, literally. It could be his last day on Earth.
Jake Paul was helplessly exhausted, badly beaten, and cornered where AJ could have unloaded a flurry of clean punches on Jake. When he takes that clean right shot from AJ, breaking his jaw in 2 places, and then falls to the ground.
And his chin served on a platter, and look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo!
Some wondered why Jake had that emotion of excitement. Do you know why? When he was cornered by AJ, Jake's amygdala.
The boxing world reacted strongly, stating that Jake Paul has been fully exposed and should retire immediately. His bout with Anthony Joshua served as a harsh reality check, proving he is outmatched against elite competition. Experts and fans alike argue that the knockout and repeated punishment he absorbed highlight the serious physical and mental risks of continuing. Many believe stepping back now is the smartest decision to protect his health, longevity, and future beyond the ring. For all involved concerned,
Cook, he should retire, man. That was a clear
retire?
Check. Hell yeah, that was a clear reality check, bro.
Yeah, but it's a reality check to stay in your own division or, you know, don't jump in class so far up. Not retirement. He ain't get slept. Like, you don't give him no respect for that?
Hell no. Gang.
What?
I'm saying look at his list. It's all high-level boxer. And you seen what just happened when you step up to a legit boxer? He got cooked. He got to retire, man. He either got to retire or start fucking with these misfits boxer dudes. He ain't gonna make it with that kind of skill level, man.
Netflix ain't gonna take a misfits type of fighter, bro.
facing a bigger, taller opponent, Jake Paul repeatedly took a knee, placing himself at serious risk of injury. Each fall exposed him to potential ligament damage, similar to what happened to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in his bout against Sergio Martinez, which permanently affected his career. Beyond the broken jaw he reportedly suffered, Jake's repeated collapses under Joshua's 260-pound frame drained enormous energy as he struggled to rise multiple times. Analysts note that he hit the canvas at least a dozen times, exposing poor strategy, limited preparation, and sloppy technique. His pre-fight claims of knocking out Joshua only emphasize the widening gap between hype and reality. Fans and experts largely agree that, despite intense promotion, Jake's performance showed he was outmatched, overexerted, and physically exposed. Continuing to compete at this level, many argue, is reckless and potentially dangerous for his long-term health.
There with a bigger, taller person, so keep taking the knee. First of all, your knee, you can get ligament damage. Remember when Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was losing every round to Sergio Martinez, and then Martinez fell to the ground kind of weird? He messed up his knee. He was never the same fighter. So you got a broken jaw, but you could have tore ligaments in your knee by having a 260-pound man, fall on top of you because you keep making it sloppy and falling around and spilling about. And even if you don't like rupture something or tear a ligament or whatever, it's not really much better than someone leaning on you. Do you know how much energy you exert by having to be like 220 pounds or whatever, 216, and keep picking yourself back up? Like I seen the thing, I didn't count myself, but it said there were 12 or 13, maybe 14 times that Jake Paul was on the canvas. Horrible strategy. And Netflix, I don't even see how they would like that. And for me, this generation they're chopped, bro. Jake Paul did all this, and y'all want me to give a bunch of credit. Jake Paul did all this talking about Joshua getting knocked out. You did whatever to sell the fight, but you didn't make good. That doesn't make you look good when you talk crazy and talk spicy, and then you have no intentions of fulfilling that. And then you got the Jake Paul fans and the Andrew Tate fans, because they lost kind of back to back, where they're trying their hardest to turn this into some inspirational story. Like, oh, as long as you try, it doesn't matter. No. Andrew Tate said, what do you call...
Joe Rogan points out that Jake Paul had never faced an opponent like Anthony Joshua and had never experienced that level of force directed at him. After fighting Joshua, his body absorbed a power it had never encountered before. The devastating punch that fractured his jaw in 2 places likely caused significant internal damage, potentially including trauma to the brain. Rogan stresses that this injury is not merely physical, but a serious warning about the risks of stepping into the ring with elite fighters. He explains that damage from such encounters can extend far beyond what is immediately visible, carrying long-term consequences for health, cognition, and overall well-being.
Or he could make 190.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua's gigantic.
So big.
He's so big. He's so much bigger. So, of course, like, his punch that he knocks Tyron Woodley out cold with, Joshua just eats it.
Yeah.
Because he's a giant.
Yeah.
He's a fucking giant man.
So big, dude.
He's so big.
I give Jake so much credit for stepping into that ring.
Bro, he got hit with a bomb, a right-hand bomb.
When he got hit with that too, I don't know if enough has been made of the fact that, I mean, it was absolutely devastating. But the fact that he had awareness immediately to go like he looked at the crowd like, oh shit, like wow.
He goes,
it
I
wasn't
got
like,
cracked.
yeah.
I think he went into that fight knowing that was probably going to happen,
Yeah.
and ultimately, the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it and that he could do well.
Analysts point out that Jake Paul barely survived his fight against Anthony Joshua, repeatedly dropping to his knees and hitting the canvas several times throughout the match. Despite this, Paul later claimed that he whopped Joshua, a statement many experts consider absurd given what unfolded in the ring. Observers argue that Paul's primary motivation was financial gain rather than genuine sporting achievement, making any attempt to frame the performance as a success misleading. Unlike casual fighters or social media personalities who step into boxing for novelty or publicity, Paul entered this bout with significant experience, having already competed in 12 professional fights and suffered 2 legitimate losses. Those defeats did not come against retired opponents or low-level competition, but against credible fighters who exposed clear limitations in his skill set. Analysts stress that merely surviving rounds against a world-class heavyweight like Joshua is not equivalent to winning, let alone dominating. Overhyping Paul's performance, they argue, distorts the reality of the fight and misleads fans. Proper evaluation requires understanding the context of his victories and losses, particularly when assessing his claims about his abilities. Ultimately, experts emphasize that the focus should remain on fighter safety and the real dangers of elite competition, not exaggerated, money-driven, or social media-fueled narratives.